Hello, 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 and welcome to Art Snacks. I'm Amy with Sugarhill Art Studios, and I'm so glad you're here. It is a Monday. It's May 1st. We are already in May. Crazy, 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 crazy. All right, so I love May because so much happens. We've been in the season of spring, but there's just something magical about May 1st where I feel like we all are just like, bam, it's time to take off. It's time to start getting ready for the change of season. It's time to welcome in the sunshine. It's all the things, right? Yes, if you are popping on, give me a hello. Let me know you are here. Let me know you're watching. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and do hashtag replay. Let me know where you're watching from. Say a hello. Always helps. That way I know who I'm reaching and what's happening. All right, so those of you that subscribe to my newsletter, you are going to be getting an email later today. It's going to cover a few things. First and foremost, I'm super, super excited because next Monday on the 8th, we begin my mixed media workshop, okay? And it's only $15, guys. That's 3 days. I'm going to show you mixed media backgrounds, some of my favorite tools and techniques. I'm going to give you a whole lot of tidbits. It's done in a private Facebook group, but this is a 3-day event, so I'd love to have you join me there. Like I said, it's only $15. That's super, super cheap. And we will be doing some mixed media florals, okay? I'm going to help you with color theory. I'm going to help you with composition, understanding where to place things. When I work on these with you in the workshop, I'm going to be working on an actual 6x6 wood panel, I think, maybe an 8x8. You can work on canvas, you can work on paper, you can do a card, you can do anything you want. Trust me, you don't have to be a mixed media expert to come and join us. So I will add that link in here. If you are interested, please come and join us. I invite everybody to come on in. If you're registered later tonight, you will be getting into the group. And don't be afraid to sprinkle and share with your friends. Invite them. My peeps, invite them. Okay, now the other thing. We have May prompts. As you know, we are on year 3. So for 2.5 years, hello, everyone. For 2.5 years, I have been providing 21 art prompts, art journaling prompts, every single month. Donna, I know, I saw that. Every month for the last 2.5 years, 21 prompts every single month. I have a lot of newbies in my free group, and you guys, you need to know that every single month you're going to get 21 new art journaling prompts. Now, you can do whatever you want with them, but one thing I really love to do is switch up the challenge. So we just wrapped up April. I will be getting together all of our finalists for that challenge. That was a big challenge. I'm giving away prizes and Happy Mail and lots of good things from our April flower challenge. You guys blew me away with that. We're into May now. And in May, okay, so the flower challenge. Now remember, if you didn't finish all this, you can still continue on. The prompts are always there for your creative inspiration whenever you need it. Here's what we're doing though. Yes, my pleasure. That's why I do this, my friends. I am here live and for free and doing this part for free because, well, some of us, most of us, all of us, if you ask me really, need to be creative. We need an outlet. And some of us really love to get creative through art. Right? And so that's why I do this for May. I'm super excited about this. I must be crazy, but I'm super excited. Here's the prompt list. There are 21 things on here. As always, 21. You do it 21 times, it becomes a habit, okay? 21 prompts. here's what we're doing. If you want, you don't have to do the ATC swap. Of course, I forgot to grab ATC cards. An ATC stands for Artist Trading Card, which means you make a little 2.5 by 3.5 card out of watercolor paper. It's basically the size of a playing card, deck of playing cards. You can use playing cards if you want. And you trade. You trade with other artists, creatives. Yes, you that's watching, you are an artist. You trade with other artists, okay? You're going to be put into a group of 4. So basically, you're going to send out 3 cards and you'll receive 3 cards. Yeah, super, super fun. For those of you that have been around for the mini art challenge, remember we did a little mini art challenge back in October, I believe. That was super fun. This is kind of the same thing, only this time we're going to trade. Okay? Don't panic. Don't think that you're not good enough. Don't think that you have to be a perfect creative. And yes, you right there, listening and watching me, live or on the replay, you are an artist. You are creative. I promise you that what you put together is good enough to swap. And people that are on the receiving end are going to love your stuff, and you're going to really love getting theirs. It's so much fun. So that's called it ATC swap. Artist Trading Card, ATCs. I'm super excited about this. In order for me to be able to put this together as simply as it can, remember, I'm doing it for free. There will be a couple of links where you can buy me a coffee or add to my PayPal account, like if you feel like you want to donate, but remember, I'm doing this for free. So in order to make it simple on me and easy to handle, because hopefully we get 200, 300, 400 people joining in this, like we did with the mini swap, right? Or the mini art challenge. In order to do this, I have a link that's going to go out, okay? And you'll start to see a lot of this color. Everything's kind of put together. And you're going to have to fill out the information and get on an email list. That way I can keep track of you. That way I have your mailing address, okay? I don't want to put our mailing addresses on in a public feed like this. You're going to give them to me in the security of my Google document, right? Or my Excel document, okay? And then you're in a group of 4. You're going to make 3 cards and send them to the other 3 people on your list, and you're going to receive. You'll end up receiving 3. So if you sign up, remember, you're making a commitment. You don't want to be the person that signs up and then doesn't send anything out. You have plenty of time, and 3 ATCs is so easy to make. Now, prompts, there are 21. I say use the prompts and make ATCs all month. That's what I say. ATC is 2.5 by 3.5. I'm going to show you that in a minute. We might run a little bit over a half an hour on this art snacks, but trust me, it's worth it. Okay, so we have things on the prompt list this month like postage stamp or happy thoughts, under the sea. We also have tissue paper and napkin collage, favorite color combinations, art inspiration from your favorite artists, okay? Fun challenge if you feel like getting up and out of your comfort zone, or sometimes I think we need to step away from a journal or we get so wrapped up in certain things. Changing it up a little bit is fun. And working on a little ATC, 2.5 by 3.5 piece, is fun and doable, okay? You can also add in ephemera and, stickers if you want, or printables, or there's your own little doodles and drawings. There's thousands of things you can do. All right. The link to get on the swap should be linked right in this live. All right, I did put it on there. It should, I see that it's up there in the top. It might be down for you guys, but there is a link. I will also add it to the comments. You'll get it in an email, and I'm going to blast you like crazy this week, okay? The beginning of May, I'm going to hit you guys hard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I have a lot of exciting things happening in May. We have the swap. We have, like I said, I have this mixed media. If you really want to dive into mixed media and understand it a little bit, the email didn't go out yet, Trace. I wanted to introduce it here first. If you really want to understand mixed media, if you want to dive in a little bit more, if you want to make a beautiful floral bloom to share for Mother's Day, to display in your own home, to give as gifts, come join us for that workshop, okay? All right. Once you sign up for the ATC swap, you're committed. If there's any issues, you're just going to send me an email, okay? Don't ask too many questions, or if you really need an answer, you need to email me or you need to direct message me. Sometimes if you put it in comments here and whatnot, they really do get lost because I get a lot all day, every day. So the best way to be sure I see it is either email me or private message me. Email is probably one of the best. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Marion. So when you sign up and do everything, you're also going to get a PDF. Okay. And in that PDF, you're going to get more specific instructions. There's only 3 cards you got to come up with. June 2nd is the last day they have to be in the mail to your partners. Okay. So you have so much time. You're going to get artist trading card backs that you can print up and use. You're going to get the prompt list. You've got all kinds of things. Plus, when you enter, then you're on a special email list and newsletter, and you're going to get special videos that I'm going to do just for you, discussing and giving you tips and tricks and techniques and any other T word I can think of on fun ATCs. Okay? All right. I am going to turn you down for a hot minute. I am going to if you don't have a Canson 140-pound watercolor paper pad, go get one. Grab the coupon, grab a deal, go invest. You're going to use it all the time. They're awesome. This is what I love to use for ATCs and making tags. I was going to make it, ATC or tag, but I want to keep it just to ATC size this time. All right. Yes, you can participate internationally. If you're international, you have to also be prepared to send internationally. Now, of course, if I can put my Canadians together in a group, I very much always try to do that. It makes mailing easier. So keep sharing with your Canadian friends. There are a decent amount of international people here. I do too, Trey. I know, it's such a great size. All right, I'm going to put you down. I'm going to play. I'm going to throw some color and we're going to decorate. I'm going to show you how you can have 9 backgrounds for ATC cards ready and waiting for you. Okay? All right, so I'm going to excuse the bumpy ride. And like I said, this art snack might take a little bit longer than normal, but bear with me. It's not going to take that long. I mean, this is quick. This is easy. This is something you can do this evening. All right. So keep asking questions. I will get to them. I'm going to raise you up. Again, I apologize for the bounce. I apologize for the bounce. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to set these aside. Now, the biggest thing you need to remember when you're working on, when you're layering anything, right, and using a bunch of different supplies, a bunch of different mediums, right, your paints, your watercolors, your inks, your crayon, all your things, right? That is funny that they all ended up being green. Did not plan on that. All of your things react differently, right, when we layer. So if you haven't heard me say it before, you'll hear me say it today. You have to know your supplies. You have to know the mediums you're working with, right? Acrylic, it's not gonna run. It's not water soluble. Neo crayons, water soluble. Okay, they're gonna move. Distress ink, depends. So you just need to know what you're working with. I'm just gonna grab a piece. This is 9 by 12. Okay, this is gonna give us 9 ATCs. 9. It's insane. And I'm just going to play, all right? I am just going to play. You can use your jelly press. You can just do some free form. You can, this is just one way to create backgrounds. And when we sit and play and just kind of set ourselves up, like with this technique, and I've done some other techniques live and for free in Art Snacks before, and I will try to find all of those and compile them together for you. But there's different techniques. When you sit down and you just kind of play on a page, right? You just kind of play on a page and see what's happening and let go and cut these down. And then when you sit down and you want to create and you have 9 cards sitting here waiting for you, yeah, that's fun. That's good. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Okay. So with that, I just can't help it. I just can't help it. This is going to be a little more translucent, so I'm not sure how that's going to come out exactly. And I'm going to, I have a brayer here, but if you don't have a brayer, doesn't matter. That's fine. You probably have, which I don't right here, which is really weird. You probably have an old gift card, right? Or a plastic card, a hotel key, anything like that that can kind of scrape. A palette knife, your fingers, a paintbrush, anything, right? We just kind of want to start to play a little bit. I just want to put some things down. I don't know, like I don't have a plan. I am liking the way those circles are kind of happening there. Maybe I'm just going to pull here. I might pull here. All right. And I kind of roll some of that off. And what do I have here for scrap paper? Steal a piece of paper from my drawing pad. I just want to take some of that off. All right, so layer 1. And I'm just taking some of that extra off. I'm going to keep this. This is going to be beautiful painted papers or pieces from my bits box. If you're new here, we do a lot of painted papers. And I build on Bits Box, and I do a lot more in my membership, which is opening in May as well. I love May. May is so much fun. May is crazy busy, but May is so much fun. Okay, so now I have some of my handmade stamps. Do. They stayed wet. That's excellent. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. That's from the fish. And here we go. Here's a little piece of deli paper. And let's go with this color. Let's go And I'm just getting this over here to make it a little bit easier to put, sorry, my dogs. All right, I'm just going to, and I could use a stamp. I'm sticking to acrylic paint. Here's why I'm sticking to acrylic paint today, my friends, because I know that, all good, Mac, you're good. I know that once it's dry, it's permanent. I'm not going to mess with anything. I'm not going to have to seal anything if I decide I want to paint on top of it. I mean, I am going to. I lied because I am going to probably do some other printing and whatnot on this. All right, so these little fun stamps I have done on Art Snacks. They are simply foam, sticky back foam on pieces of cardboard. Cut up in a few different ways. I love, love, love it. They're great to have. I have a whole bunch. I have just a few here in this little container. They're super fun to kind of have around. And we're just going to kind of do that. And now, see, I'm already getting a little bit of background. And, oh, let's see. I don't have my dryer out, but that's okay. What if I decide I want to start bringing in some other things, right? What if I want to bring in some Punchinella and Distress ink? Let's kind of come over here. Let's see what we get. And we're just layering. Now I did pick up a little bit of that green because my paint's still wet. That doesn't bother me. Okay, now I've got polka dots. You see how quick and easy that happens? Kind of sticking with the mustard. And Punchinella, okay? Sequin leftovers, that's what Punchinella is. You can find it on Etsy. Is typically a really great place to kind of find it. You can get a whole lot, like a bulk order of them in a lot of different colors. Super fun. Let's kind of add some pink in here. I'm just using an old makeup sponge. Might have to switch. It's kind of giving me a little bit of the pinky. Now, if I switch from Distress ink, here, let me show you, to Distress Oxide, I'm kind of using whatever is in my reach here too. Okay, Distress Oxide is opaque. It has pigment in it, so it's going to layer on top. Let me kind of just, how do I want to do this? I want to just kind of take some of the chunks off. And I don't mind, remember, we're going to cut this. Like I said, it's going to take me a little bit longer. I don't want to get too lost, but I do want to show you guys some of my favorite techniques here. Okay, so oxide, watch, we'll do it here. Oxide is opaque, and it's going to come right over this. Instead of blending in, it comes on top, okay? If I did that with the Distress ink, it's not going to show the same. So I'm just gonna throw some of this around just to get some more color, although I like having white space. I think white space is a good thing sometimes. All right. So you see, we're just kind of playing and building. And let's kind of throw all that stuff back over here. And that, and let's grab, where are my, they're over there. We'll just grab one of these. Let's grab the gray instead of black. Yeah, let's grab black. A Woody Stabilo, a watercolor pencil, anything, right? Non-dominant hand, even better. Okay, non-dominant hand. Just draw some lines. Just spin her around. Doesn't have to be anything. Okay. Just kind of let it go. Put on some good music. There we go. Now, if I want to, I have some water here. Kind of, if I wanted, I can activate the Stabilo in some, or it's not a Stabilo wall, it's a Neo color, but I can activate some of this and give it a whole different look, right? If I want to come in, we've done the neurographic, did I just say neurographic art here. Same kind of theory. You could go crazy all over that. I'm kind of just doing where I looped, just adding some things in there. All right. See how that's kind of picking up. I'm getting red. Gotta know what your supplies do. Let me show you some more. Crayon. Let's grab. Just have this, and just kind of know your marks. Know what marks you like. I don't want to do too many circles, but I can come in here with this. And I can kind of wet it, and I get a whole nother look. All right, and come here, and here, and here. Am I still on screen? Sorry, sometimes I have a habit of disappearing and not even realizing it. Watch what happens. Got all this green. All right, and now I can leave them just like that, like a crayon, and let it do its thing. Or I can come in, like up here, I've got more white, and I can give that a whole new, it picks up, right? I got a whole nother thing happening here if I want. Or leave them as crayon. So just play, have fun. Okay, while that's happening, while these are kind of drying, another great tool. Can you tell I want to use it? Oh, I don't want Prussian, I want my paint. Here's Payne's Gray. And I'm just gonna take a brush. And this is, you know, it's not going to all show. It's, should have just used my fingers. Mark making, my friends. There's nothing better. You know what else? There's nothing better. Using your hands. All right, there. I'm liking that. I am liking that. Okay, here's what needs to happen. We can get 9 ATC cards out of this page. And I really want to use this page to show you. So let me kind of pull up whatever. Might not be dry, maybe sorta. Don't be afraid. of smooshing papers together, pulling up things. Let it do its thing. Okay. Paper cutter, where are you? Oh my goodness, where's my paper cutter? There it is. Okay. If you don't have a big old paper cutter like I have, that's okay. That is okay. Basically, you're taking your 9x12. You're taking your ruler and a pencil. All right. And on the 12 inches, you're marking out 3.5. You're going to get 3.5. Okay. On the 9 side, you mark out 2.5, and you're going to get 3 of those. So you have 3, 6, 9. And yes, you're going to have 2 strips. Don't get rid of those strips. Don't throw away those strips. I'm going to show you those strips. Okay. So I'm going to start on my short side, which is 2.5. Okay. And I'm actually, it ends up being, let me just do it this way. I'll show you. All right. So I'm coming into my 2.5. Now, if you want to take some of your ends off, there's my 2.5. Okay. I'm going to do it again. Sometimes you can cut some of your end off and it's, you know, you don't have too much white space. 2.5 but it's okay. See that piece? That is going to be fantastic. I'm crooked somewhere, but I'm in a hurry. All right. I really like this edge. And I know I have a little extra, and you can cut all of that off first if you want. But I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do my 3.5. Okay. 3.5. It is so windy out today. 3.5 and 3.5. Another great little piece to put in my Painted Papers Bits box. All right, done. 3.5. And yeah, I don't, here, look, 7, 3.5. Okay, do you see how this is happening? 7. Oops, pay attention, 3.5. You measure, you can cut with scissors if you don't have a paper cutter. But just like that, we have 9 ATCs. All right, see? And then, like, this is where the fun begins, because these are like your backgrounds and you can add papers. So if we have, let me show you, like one of our prompts is, I don't know if I can pull a postage stamp out that quick. What do I have? I have happy thoughts here. I can tear and use some of these old papers, 1971 receipts, like just, these are things I have. You don't have to have these. You could have stickers. You can have your own artwork. Where's all my embellishments are hiding somewhere. But you kind of get the picture. And if you join in the swap, my friends, if you join in the swap, you are going to be part of my mailing list. And on the mailing list, you get more things, okay? You get details. You'll see maybe I decide to, take this and turn it into an ATC card later today. I'll film it. I'll share it with you if you're in the ATC swap, okay? So I think everybody has gotten that. Let me see who had paper towel roll, cardboard. Yep. And yeah. Finally got to see you live. I know. So Art Snacks used to work perfectly for people in the beginning. Look at, I'm only 36 minutes. Like, that's pretty good. So without all my talking and everything, you can see how quickly you can have 9, right? How quickly you can put together backgrounds, cards. You just are going to use these. You don't have to do it this way. You can cut, and I probably will, take like this, just plain white sheet, and maybe I'll just cut it and not do any background because I want to concentrate more maybe with watercolors or have a different look to this set of ATC cards. So you don't have to do a ton of background. You can keep it plain, but this is ATC swap, okay? So that's what's happening. Be on the lookout. The link is here for the swap. I'm also going to add in the link for the mixed media workshop because my friends, right now with the live workshop, it's $15. What will happen after I close the workshop, after it's done, it'll be available, and then I will take that. I will edit it, make it into an actual class, right, that I sell on my website. And when I sell my classes on my website, they're anywhere from $37 to $57 a piece. So you can have it if you want to hang out with me live for 3 days. Hang out, come create, come join in the fun. We'll probably do a giveaway, probably do some other things. If you want to do that, it's only going to cost you $15. So unabashedly sharing that with you because I get to share the love of mixed media with you. And I can dig in a little bit deeper. It is 140 pound, okay? The Canson watercolor, 140 pound. I know it's backwards. 9x12. It seems to be, I have the bigger ones. I have some smaller ones, but I really always tend to go to the 9x12 side. I think it's a really great one to have in your stock. And it's not the finest watercolor papers. It's not, it's not what I use. If I want a really beautiful finished piece, I use some Fabriano. I use some nicer Arch watercolor paper, but the Canson watercolor paper holds up to the water, to the paint, to the layers, to the mixed media, to the glue, to the matte medium, to the glossy spray. It holds up to it all. It's nice and thick, okay? And then don't forget, after you sign up too, you will get a PDF download right away. It's going to take a day or two to probably get the emails in there. But you have an artist trading card. What you do is you put that on the back of your card, okay? So that'll be on the back, and you fill out all your details. Because when you swap your ATC, if I'm sending this to you, right, I'm going to put the date, who I am. I have the title or the prompt. So if you're working off of a prompt like retro vintage, you can call it like retro roller skate. I'm just thinking, maybe perhaps that's got that feel. Location, I'm in Virginia Beach, USA, and materials used. Jot down some things, okay? And then as you receive them, when you do these swaps, so much fun. Great ways to store them, and we'll go over that too towards the end of the month. Okay, everybody, thank you. Thank you if you sprinkled this on your page. When you do that, If you sprinkle this out and around, you're inviting more friends in to maybe get into the creative ATC swap with us. It's much appreciated because the more the merrier. Like, I'm really shooting big on this because I want to do big groups. So that you're sending 3, you're getting 3. It's really fun to receive a lot. It's easy to send 3. 3 cards is nothing. You can send, like, if you, with your group and you have 3 others and you want to send them 2 cards each, you can send them 2 cards each. It's just only an ATC swap. We're not doing a stash swap this time. It is just the ATC card and a little note. If you want to send 2 or more ATC cards, you can do that. But we're not going to do stash or anything this time. We'll do that later in the year again. All right. And if you're not interested in any of all that, there are the prompts. Get to work in your journals. Be creative. It takes no more than 15, 30 minutes a day, or it can take you 3 hours a day. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you later. Bye.